What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 117 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is a fabulous Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. I am one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my co-host, Ken Pescator. What's going on this fine morning?
What's happening, Adam? Yes, it is another morning recording. Morning is good.
It's I find these better because then I feel like I've accomplished something and can get on with my day. But knowing that I've accomplished something, it's really nice.
I do agree with that. I do enjoy the morning recording. Yes, I agree. I concur.
On today's show, Regigigas is our card of the week, and we'll dig into some deck strategy there. We're going to rip into some packs and give out their TCG codes, although I'm going to give out a different TCG code, but it's still going to be during that same thing. So if you get it, congrats. It'll be something different. Koffing is featured in our Art of the Week, and there are plenty of options to choose from. Some really good, some really not good. So that's a thing. The illustration exhibition we discussed last week is now available to view, and we'll talk you through the 3 different exhibits you can see. We have small updates on the TCG Live, and spoiler alert, we still don't have a release date.
This is not the update you're looking for.
I know you wanted an update, but this is just an update on the update.
Hey, man, we got something. So I'm excited at least a little bit.
We're going to jump into our card of the week, Regigigas from Astral Radiance.
I got to jump in real quick. It's 20 cents. No, it's like 70 cents, 75 cents. I love when card of the weeks are inexpensive. I just think that's, because we've talked about hey, a card of the week is Mewtwo V-Star. It's all right, it's a $50 card or whatever. It's nope, this one is under $1. It's phenomenal.
See, and that's the thing I love about some of these underdog decks. Like the Lunatone Solrock. Here you've got Regigigas and friends, essentially. And they're cheap decks, but they work well.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that you don't have to spend $300 on a deck when you have something like this. But Regigigas is a basic... it's a basic Pokemon. It's at 150 hit points. It's colorless. Its ability is where it shines. Ancient Wisdom. Once during your turn, if you have Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Regieleki, and Regidrago in play, you may attach up to 3 energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Now, it just says energy cards, so that could be 3 turbo energies, or not turbo, the double colorless energy. Whatever that one is. But you can attach those energies, so you can get these attacking pretty quickly. And then for 5 colorless energies, Gigaton Break does 150. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon VMAX, this attack does 150 more damage. So that, with a Choice Belt, literally one-shots every VMAX, except for the ones that have 340.
That's pretty awesome.
And in that case, you just need a Zigzagoon ping or something.
So, question about this ability real quick. Does this mean that you have to have all the Regis in play? Or can you just have a Regirock on your bench and you could add the energy? Or do you have to have all of them?
That's what's so special about this deck, is that you need every single one of them on the bench.
Wow. Okay.
Oof. And so I'll read you through quickly what each of the Regis do, just so you can get a feel for it. Regirock, Regigate, search your deck for basic Pokemon, put it into your bench, shuffle your deck. Giga Impact for 140. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Not so big, but if you're going against a fighting weak Pokemon, that's 280 damage for 3 energies right there. Again, Regigate, search your deck for basic Pokemon, put it onto the bench, shuffle your deck. This is on Regice, and then it's got Blizzard Bind, 100 damage. If the defending Pokemon is a Pokemon V, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. People forget about that attack. It's really good. because especially if they only have one Pokemon out, that's all you can.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Regigigas, electromagnetic sonar. Put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. That's really useful. And then for 2 lightning and a colorless, targeted bolt, discard 2 lightning energies attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's a big deal because you have things like Sobble and Drizzle and Babarrel, things that people need on their bench.
Yeah.
And then Regidrago, it's got another ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may draw cards until you have 4 cards in your hand. You can't use more than one of that ability each turn. So that's pretty good. That's consistency. You know, if you can get that out, draw some cards. Not Poketurn. I'm thinking formats and years ago. Scoop Up Net. If you use Scoop Up Net, you could just use its ability, bring it back, and then send out your Regigigas. Or yeah, exactly. Well, you can't use more than one ability, but you can play it down. And each of these Pokemon have anywhere from actually they all have 130, but Regigigas has 150. So you might not be one-shotting any of these. And then you've got Registeel up last, 130 hit points. Regigate, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it on your bench, shuffle your deck. It's got Heavy Slam, does 220 damage. This attack does 50 less damage for each colorless cost and your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. That's not that great. Typically, they have anywhere from 1 to 2. So it's doing 170 to 120 on average.
Now, question here, because I have not seen this deck in action. I haven't seen it like in competition. I haven't played against it in TCGO or anything like that. So typically, are you playing like are the key attackers? Is it Regigigas or is it really kind of a spread of all of these?
It's typically Regigigas, but you can go with anything. They kind of like Regirock is for Arceus V-Star. And then you've got Registeel for the metal matchups or anything that you need that. Regigigas is good for Palkia, V-Star, and then Regice just stops things from attacking. Regidrago pretty much does 160 damage for the 3 energies, and that's just a blanket attack there. And with a Choice Belt, that can pretty much knock out any V. Most Vs, anywhere from 190 or less. But this deck is really good. You use Quick Balls to get them out. You use Ultra Balls to get energies in the discard. You run stuff like Capture Energy, which grants you another basic, so you can quickly get these out. And they're all basics.
And is it, I guess with like something like Aurora Energy, right? It can make it a little bit easier to use these diverse attacks, because I'm looking at the energy requirements here, and each of the different Regis, but with their type attacks, require that type of energy. And even like Regidrago needs grass and fire. So I'd imagine something like these special energies that Regigigas allows you to put on them you can kind of work with that and work around those limitations, right?
Yes. There are some cards that really hinder this deck. Cards like Avery. Avery basically says, draw 3 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, your opponent discards Pokemon from their bench until they have 3 left. So that can hurt. They can play stuff like Collapse Stadium, which says each player's special energies that are attached to their Pokemon count as 1 colorless energy. So if you needed So if you needed those special energies to be a specific type, see you later. They're not that. They're just a plain. So like at that point, the only thing you can really attack with would be the Regigigas.
Right. I also saw like this would really struggle with decks that protect against attacks from basic Pokemon because all these Pokemon are basics.
Correct. Yep.
So, like, I think it's Ice Cube that has that ability that will prevent those the damage. Or
yes,
or the
yeah.
attack.
It says during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean that'll ruin the ability to do anything, but I don't know. I just think that this is a cool option, right? It's an outside of the box way, and if they're not running something like Collapse Stadium, Avery, or Ice-Q, or anything that has those kind of mechanics, you might be able to take someone by surprise, and this could just kind of be like a cool, meme-ish style deck almost, where it's just like, where did this come from kind of thing, because it's unexpected. And I think it was, I don't know, one of the regionals didn't this placed, right? Like this did really well, and I think it was like a top 4 deck, and it was kind of one of the only times we saw it on Limitless listed like as a performing deck. But it was like, where did this come from? What is this? And then I remember like everyone wanted to run it that week, and then it's like you realize
and then
really
you play
does
on
take some
TCGO
effort.
And you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
what is this
got
deck?
harder.
Yes.
So
because everyone had those cards because they're very prevalent.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I mean, the fact that all this stuff is coming from Astral Radiance too makes it a little bit easy to source. But like I said, if you were to jump over to TCG Player, all this stuff is under $1. So very, very inexpensive deck to put together. All the Regis under $1. Like, you could build the core of this deck out. Like, I don't even know what the most expensive card in this deck would be, but it's definitely none of the Pokemon because they're all under $1.
It'd probably be Scoop Up Net, to be honest.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny that would be the most pricey card.
Yeah, definitely Scoop Up Net.
Let's see. Well, let's see what the current value of Scoop Up Net is. Let's see. $2.39.
Told you.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, and like there's different Regis do different things. Like the Regigigas can hit the bench, so you can always escape rope around Ice-Q, but it doesn't necessarily like win you the game, because if they just had the Ice-Q, you're pretty much lost at that point.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, you would have to, I guess, be the first attacker of the turn, right? Because once it uses its attack, the following turn it can't take any damage.
Yeah, but things like Palkia can come out, powered up in one turn, and then hit, and then you're stuck. But again, you can escape rope during that turn, and then snipe it with the Regigigas
from the bench.
Yeah, and then progress from there.
Interesting. Cool. Now, I love this. I'd actually like to give this a try just because I think it's so incredibly different. It puts such a strong focus on energy acceleration, but the fact that you could use all the special energies, I don't know, it just makes it seem so different.
Yeah, I think if you were to play it now, I think you'd have to throw in some basic energies just to at least have that, because you can get by with a couple energies that get sent to colorless, but like if all of your colored energies go into colorless form, there's not really much you can do.
Yeah, I mean you're outside of like the first attacks and Regigigas' attack, you're beat.
You're totally so you'd kind of have to say to yourself like which Pokemon do I want to be able to attack on a consistent level.
Yeah.
And then go from there. And then accept the loss to something that stops basics from attacking. That's about it.
Yeah. But very cool. Very cool build. Very cool deck strategy. And I think it makes things a little spicy, which is interesting and fun, especially if you're used to seeing the same decks battle in, battle out, the same stuff over and over and over. It just could be a cool, unique, and different look. I dig it.
All right. Let's rip into a pack real quick. Does that sound?
I've got Pokemon Go, courtesy of Coach Kev.
I've got Evolving Skies, courtesy of the pencil kit.
Oh, you got that pencil kit thingy? Did you order that?
No, I had a $5 coupon at GameStop, so I used it. So it only cost me $5 for 2 packs.
There you go. All right, my code is DGYYX6K6MB4Q7. Good luck, trainers. All right, here we go. We got Dark Energy, Chansey, Solrock, Ariados, Alolan Rattata, Wimpod, Pikachu, Squirtle, Meltan. Reverse is an Onyx, and my rare is a Hollow Lapras.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's see what I can pull here. All right. We've got a Grass Energy, Mareep, Wobbuffet, Love Disc, Dwebble, a Hippo Potato, a Herdier, Shopping Center, Stadium card, Palpitoad. My reverse holo is a Golduck, and my rare is a Lilliganth. And then this code I switched for the code from the pack because I just want to open an Evolving Skies. It is for a Pokemon Go Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box Plus.
Ooh.
So good luck, trainers. I got the one, so I don't even get this. 4MQ GMYW 4WW VRL. Good luck, trainers.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, Adam, I think what we'll do now is go into our Art of the Week, which is going to be Koffing, which is a fan favorite for a lot of different reasons. It's, I don't know, one of the most recognizable Pokemon there is because it had a presence in the anime early on.
For so long, yeah.
Yeah, like people just recognize it. But what I thought was interesting was that you immediately associate Koffing with like being a bad guy, right? I don't know.
Yep,
like it's like a villain. And I don't know why. I guess it's because of its presence in the
maybe
anime.
because of Team Rocket,
I guess so. And it does have like kind of a daunting appearance, but with the, poison and crossbones skull kind of action going on it. But sometimes it can look really cute and really happy and really like, whimsy. So very, very cool Pokemon, unique design, and there were some really cool cards. So we have 4 examples here. And the first one is going to be Koffing from Delta Species. I absolutely love this card. The illustrator is Sachiko Adachi. And Adachi is an artist that blends mediums. So it's
I was going to say, this looks like cutout paper.
Yes.
And then they put a clay model like on top of it.
That's exactly it. So it's like a combination of CG and decoupage, which is like the paper work, clay, and like other traditional mediums, paints and pencils and stuff like that. And without a doubt, if you go to like Adachi's page on Bulbapedia or Cerebi and look at the lineup of cards, they all share this kind of really cool mashup of styles, but the decoupage with the papercraft is just so cool. There's a really cool like Primeape card that like is just killer. I just love all this style, and it's like this clay Koffing with like the plumes of smoke looking
as
the
it's
paper. Like South Park. It's just like little pieces of paper, but then the background looks kind of drawn, so it gives it a really cool 3-dimensional appearance. And just a very, very neat. And then when you have like the Delta Species cards looked cool anyway because they had that cool like kind of pattern on them. So very, very cool looking cards, super unique art style. Totally dig it. And then this next one we have, which is a complete departure from that and a very, very different design. This is going to be the Koffing Full Art Secret Rare from Cosmic Eclipse. And this one is from Hayo Gonosuke. Is the artist, all capital letters, one word, and very, very interesting style here. It's like the whole card runs this like purple kind of monochromatic thing, purple, whites, and black, and has Roxy on it. It's like a character card. And
it's from like the old school trainer gallery before they called it a trainer gallery.
They called it a trainer gallery, right? And there isn't much information on this artist available at all. They've done 50 cards from Team Up forward, but a lot of the cards have like super crisp lines, really sharp colors and contrasts, and I don't know, it just reminds me of like a very strong like Japanese style. Not only does this one have like some lettering and things like that, but just the style itself looks very I don't know. It just
It
yells
feels like
Japanese to me.
Splatoon. It feels like
okay. Yeah, I can see
still
that.
from Splatoon.
I could totally see that. Yeah. Well, Splatoon does have that very anime and stylized vibe, but yeah, the purple definitely does it. But very cool card. The it's a secret rare, so it has like the gold bordering like normal, so that has a really cool contrast to the purple. And the Koffing just looks innocent and cute, and Roxy looks devious. So it's just a very cool blend of.
And this card saw a lot of play too.
Did it really?
Yes.
Is that because of the blowaway bomb ability?
Yep.
Nice. Very cool card.
Yeah, because you play Roxy and discard like 2 Koffings and throw damage counters down. It was really good.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, our next card is Koffing from Expedition. Expedition is another interesting looking card. All these e-reader cards have that really weird border and off-center kind of thing. But this is from Hajime Kusajima. And Kusajima is an artist we have not featured yet on the show. And I went down a rabbit hole. And they've done over 200 cards.
I need some explanation on this card.
So it's a very diverse style palette this artist uses. And I can't really tell the style of this card. But some of the cards early in their career were like watercolors and very, very soft and gentle. And then some of the more recent cards, which we'll get to next, because our next card is actually a Kusajima card as well, have like really sharp, bold outlines and look much more aggressive. Now, this one is like Koffing using, like the confusion gas attack, which is the attack on the card. But it's like, it almost looks like Koffing is just like completely deflating itself and blowing gas in every direction. It's just very, very like wild.
It feels like a Detective Pikachu card without
like
it being
real?
a Detective Pikachu card. Yeah.
Like it's where you see Koffing and it sometimes has like the cute eyes and the cute smile. This is a very aggressive take. A very aggressive take on Koffing.
It looks like Krang. Right? From Ninja Turtles?
Oh, nailed it. That is exactly it, because it really looks like it's just blowing up. It's super
It's all
cool.
like wrinkly and just, yeah, it's weird.
It's like, ah! That's the noise it's making. Ah!
Are you sure that's not
funny.
James in the background?
It says, ah! Ooh. But very, very cool card. The smoke screen, kind of the gas that's coming out of it just looks super wild. It's a very unique take, not just on Koffing, but the style itself is really neat. And going down this rabbit hole of Kusajima, I noticed all these different styles of cards. And while I was doing that, I was like, oh, wait, he's done another Koffing card. So why don't we include that one here? So I actually included another Kusajima card, and this is Koffing from Call of Legends, which if you put the Expedition card and the Call of Legend card next to each other, you would never think that this is the same artist. Completely different style.
Saying that they're the same artist, I get the whole devious looking evil Koffing vibe from this. Like that matches.
Yes.
That matches.
This is a dark, spooky looking Koffing here, and definitely a completely different style. But this one, it's like this top-down look. You do have some smokescreen gas, kind of going around it, but it's just really creepy, and this Koffing looks like it's up to no good. So while in the first
does it look like
card,
it's in a cemetery? Like I can't tell. I can't tell if that's a tombstone in the back or not.
I don't know, maybe a crypt or something, but definitely evil looking. But I just love the style. It almost has like a cell shaded appearance to it. But definitely a devious take on the actual design of Koffing itself, and seeing the actual smoke screen coming out of the portholes in Koffing, it looks really cool. And it's just, I just love the fact that you can look at these two cards. They're the same artist, but yet you would never know it. They look completely different. So make sure you check out our blog up on PokemonProfessor.com so you can see these cards. You could also check out the Regis as well. But you can see all these Koffing cards, and you can pick which one you like the best. Adam, of these four, which one tickles your jellies the most?
The one with Roxy.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
I'm
been a
going for the
favorite.
Delta. I'm going for the Delta species one.
Well,
just
I knew
because
that
it's
one.
Like papercraft. It's so cool.
You're a huge
I
fan
wanna
of the
play
clay
with it.
ones.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I could just reach into the card and take Koffing out of it.
I feel like we need to have like a Twitch series where we just like pretend to like make Pokemon out of clay and then just put them on top of cards.
We could get Play-Doh. We'll do Play-Doh. That would be so fun. It would be some abominations, but it would be hilarious.
That's okay.
Koffing wouldn't be too difficult.
Hey, you just roll it up into a ball and
Make some bumps.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something, Adam. I think you're onto something. That'd be funny to recreate like Pokemon from cards. That'd be kind of cool. Interesting. All right, that is our art of the week. Like I said, make sure you check out the blog. Let us know which one you like the best. I am definitely going Delta species here. Definitely.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. All right, Adam, let's take a break. And when we come back, we could talk about this illustration exhibition, and you can disappoint me about TCG Live.
All right, sounds good. We'll be back right after these sounds. And we are back. Thank you so much for that break that you gave us. I mean, we gave ourselves, but I was able to sip some coffee. Ken drank some what looked like carbonated
Pellegrino.
water.
Pellegrino in the morning. Yep.
But let's get through some housekeeping real quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration's in the Discord, and we hope to see you there. Huge thank you to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Grant, Jamal, Magikarp Diem, Sue, The Cole, TN Comics Wiz, Turtle Power, and Big Zom Minus. And a huge thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, and leave us reviews. All right, Ken, we are going into the world of the TCG Online Illustration Exhibition.
I'm actually really excited about this. We talked about it last week, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how they were going to do this, like if it was just going to be a web page with cards on it. But they actually made it pretty interactive and made it feel like a true experience. So I don't know if you had a chance to play with
I've
the
played
actual
with it
exhibition.
a little bit. It's weird because you're kind of walking through all these cards, and it feels like you're playing in TCGO right now.
Like scrolling through.
Yeah. You're just scrolling really, really slow. And I get it. But like the focus is the art. So it's kind of strange watching it go by. But then you like click on an image and it takes you to a big giant share of its art, and it's beautiful. It's stunning. Like I'm looking at a Corsola right now. Gorgeous. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're
gorgeous.
like 4K images, so it's like super crisp and super clear. But I like that they broke it up. And well, first of all, this is going to be available from August 10th through October 23rd. So you have some time, but it is a limited engagement. So make sure you check it out while you can. But the way
Which
they
I don't
did
know
it,
why it's a limited engagement. Like
well, because they want to make it like an art exhibit. Think about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like art exhibits are always timed, but they break the cards up into different quote unquote digital rooms to really make it feel like you're walking through a museum. And the first one being the life room, which is, it says, see Pokemon in their natural habitats, grasslands, wilderness, mountainous terrain, forests, seas, rivers, and skies above, or even bustling cities. Take a look at where these Pokemon live and how they fit in their environment. So it shows cards that really show off the background, show off the environment that the Pokemon live in. The next area is called history. And it says a wide range of Pokemon cards that have been released since the Pokemon TCG's debut in 1996. This section lets you trace the path of cards and their illustrations over time. So, of course, the example they show is Charizard.
Oh,
so
I know, right? It's the first one.
Yeah, because it's the most iconic, but it shows you how Charizard cards have progressed over the years. It's a really cool thing. And then finally, what I really like here is the Artist's Alley, and it says Pokemon card illustrations are constantly evolving over time to properly express the unique nature of the Pokemon, each with its own distinct personality. Enjoy the countless charms found among various Pokemon through the diverse expressions created by each artist. So very, very cool. So you can see the different takes that artists have on the same Pokemon. And then they added this special area, which says it's a illustrations created specifically for the exhibition by Wade Takumi, who works as an illustrator, and a special room where commentary from the card illustrators themselves can be viewed, which I really enjoyed. And a room devoted to various illustrations of Pikachu. The winning entries from 2022 Pokemon Trading Card Illustration Contest are in there. It's just like bonus material, bonus cards, but really cool to see like actual art that was made just for the contest in this area. But I think you hit the nail on the head last week, Adam, when you were like, maybe this would be best viewed if we did a stream or something to that extent where we can kind of visually go through this with the audience to show what these cards are all about and how this actually works, because it definitely lends itself to being a visual experience. So we'll definitely, I think we should do a stream at some point that we walk through and describe and could take the time to look at each of these cards. But
yeah, for sure, because this is really nice. I mean, it's one of those things where you need some like nice, relaxing, like ambience noise like going on in the background.
Give me some lo-fi music.
Yeah, exactly. And just, I mean, all these cards are amazing. I know when we got invited to Pokemon Company International, we got to see like a wall of cards from all eras, and it was really nice to see so many cards that I competed with, played with. So this just kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, and the way it works is you can control, like swipe through the cards, like left to right. But even if you just enter the exhibit room and just let it autoplay, it just kind of scrolls through the cards at this nice slow pace, and you can kind of just sit back and enjoy the cards, or like Adam was saying, click into it and see a nice high-res close-up image of the art itself, which is really cool. Like I just stopped on Whiscash from Astral Radiance, happens to be the card that I'm at right here. And, you know, you look at the card and you're like, all right, that's a cool card. But then when you click into it and see the art up close, you're like, wow, there's way more detail in here than I thought just by looking at the card from a distance. So very, very, very cool stuff. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was a cool kind of, I don't know, just interactive thing. I think they should do more stuff like this, especially with featuring the artists. I just think that there's a lot that goes into these cards that kind of, I don't necessarily want to say taken for granted, but you just don't necessarily get to see, or you don't necessarily get to kind of explore. So seeing this just pays tribute to it. So I definitely dig it.
I dig it as well.
Right, I love how it says admission over or event overview, admission free. It says free. You're responsible for any internet access fees or data charges used when viewing the site. It's like they made it really feel like an art exhibition, like an actual physical thing. So very, very cool how they did it. I just love the style. I love it.
Yes. I mean, honestly, like I'm going to maybe have a glass of wine and just sit and just enjoy it. Maybe turn on some background music and just enjoy going through each exhibit. Like I think that's the plan I need to do. Cause like I've seen it a little bit going back and forth and just looking at it before the show, but I actually want to like sit down and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah. And there's a really cool thing at the bottom of the page that says visitor access map. And it shows,
I saw that.
Like the total visitors that have seen the exhibition, the most viewed room, the most popular area. And as of right now, only 11,000 people have seen this exhibition. It just came out today. So it'll be cool to see this number grow over time, to see how many people are actually interested in this and see how many people take the time to check out the art and, see what they're looking at, see the most popular stuff. I just think it's very interactive, very cool. You can click on like each of the different areas of the world and see what people are looking at. I love it. Very, very, very well done. Kudos to the team for sure.
All right, Ken, moving forward, let's talk about TCG Live. There was an update.
Yes.
There was an update. This is coming straight from Pokemon.com or tcg.pokemon.com. Letter to the community. August 8th, 2022. Dear Pokemon TCG fans, thank you all for providing us with your thoughts, feedback, and support during this stage of the Pokemon TCG Live limited beta. Today, we'd like to share some of the ways we're prioritizing development based on the experiences you've shared with us and with each other in the community. A point of feedback we've often received is that players feel the game board layout is too limiting compared with a physical Pokemon TCG match. We've adjusted how cards are presented to players in landscape mode to make the more intuitive gameplay. You can see some of these changes in the example below, taken from the version of the game we're currently testing. In the before and after, before it's like the whole screen was a almost oval. I guess they're both rounded, so it looks like a dashboard, and the main play area is like your driving windshield is what it looks like. And it's very rounded, and then you've got your two like awkward avatars. Like that's what
they are weird. They are kind of weird
very
looking.
Weird. And in the new version, they basically made it look like a Pokemon Stadium. You've got the Pokeball in the center, a straight line across, and it's more of like a rectangle that kind of like shows most of the field. And then the bench and stuff is all like straight across and flat.
So here's my immediate question. And we haven't seen the beta here. We have not tried the beta, so we've never experienced this in actual practice. But what was exciting to me was the format where they showed it being played vertically, like on a phone.
Yes.
Now they're showing and focusing on landscape, which would be the web client, potentially the tablet, or a phone in landscape mode. If you were to play this on mobile, would you rather play it vertically or would you rather play it horizontally? Like what?
So the key to this being more played is if I can hold my phone flat or like straight up and be able to swipe up cards real quick and tap things, to just do things one-handed. Because if I start to go sideways, then it's like I might as well just be playing it on my Switch. I might as well be playing it on my computer, my tablet, anything. Because you can actually see the cards. I mean, I know you can still see the cards, but it's just a smaller screen.
No, I think that's a great point. I think if you're gonna play something landscape on your phone with two hands, you're more captive at that moment. You know what I mean? Like it feels less like a mobile experience and more like a
sit down, play a game.
Dedicated sit down experience, which for me takes away from the fact that it's on mobile to begin with.
Yes.
I want to be able to play casually and just sit there and swipe between this and other apps without having to turn my phone. It's funny, I listened to It's Super Effective, and SBJ always complains about any app that makes him turn his phone. And it's like, I've always been like, what are you talking about? It's no big deal. But then now I'm comparing it to this and I'm like, ooh, I don't think I want to turn my phone.
No. I mean, it will still be nice to have the accessibility and playability on the go, to be able to play the TCG like wherever I am. That would be cool. But at the same time, that comes with other issues like disconnects and internet issues. So if your opponent has an internet issue, or they're playing you like on a subway and they just happen to go through like the deepest depths of their area and the internet cuts out on them, I'm left in like a rotating waiting for your opponent to make a decision.
I don't know. I think the connectivity is its own rabbit hole, right? It's its own thing. But the layout is just, I wish they would have given us a little bit more, because they very, like, outside of them saying, hey, we've changed the layout, and not for nothing, they are very similar. It's still very, very similar.
Honestly, at first glance, I was like, oh, that looks exactly the same. And it's like, then when I, did a second, third take at it, it's like, yeah, they made everything straight across, but it looks very similar still. It does. I mean, yes, the bench Pokemon are a little bit bigger, but it still looks pretty similar.
But the problem I had with the bench specifically was in the vertical format, because that's when they like showed that weird compressed version of the card that didn't show the card text. It didn't look like a card. It was like just a square with
and you can see that in the before images.
I don't like that. In the new one, you actually see the full length of the card when it's on the bench, which is a huge plus. But I need to see what this looks like vertical. I really do. And then I don't think that not having the avatars, I don't think that takes away at all from anything.
Yeah, no, that increases my wanting to look at it. It's nicer to look at without the avatars. But I'll continue reading after the images that they show, or the videos. It says, the future layout update will give players a complete view of the cards and options available to help inform and improve strategy and play. This also includes reworked card sizes and better use of the board's empty space so matches feel more active, while making more information available to the player. Exactly what you were just saying. The small squares to the actual cards. In addition to layout changes, the development team has significantly emphasized improving the overall visual polish of the TCG Live while in a match. Our goal is to create an in-match experience that's visually unique and appealing, while also including elements of what we and our fans love about the world of Pokemon. Your ongoing feedback on all these significant changes is critical in helping us, and we look forward to sharing how else we'll be rolling out adjustments and improvements in service of that goal. While we've been making progress on visual and practical improvements to the game board, we've also been focusing on the responsiveness of the game overall. In a recent update, we rolled out some changes to the in-game store to significantly improve the time it takes for the actions like redeeming booster packs or making purchases. This work will extend to the other functions of the Pokemon TCG Live to ensure that the game feels quick and seamless both in and out of matches. To help us collecting your feedback, we ask that you please consider taking the time to fill out our survey. Then they give a link to the survey and they say...
Yeah, I didn't do the survey yet because when you click on it, it says it's going to take like 10 to 15 minutes or something like that. I was like, all right, I want to make sure I have the time to do this.
Yeah, and I want to actually like play with it before I post a... Like, that's the thing. Like, okay, I can't play the game, so why are you giving me a survey? Your perspectives, thoughts, and considerations about the game have all been invaluable to us in guiding what will come next to the Pokemon TCG Live. We encourage you to continue sharing that sentiment and help us reach our goal of creating the best digital Pokemon TCG experience possible. And it's like, thank you, the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live development team.
Why don't they make the beta global?
Yeah, that's for starters. That's what I would like. I would like to be able to play this, and I don't want to have to like change my IP address or whatever, or whatever.
So I've completely seen any presence of this on Twitch or anywhere completely fall off the cliff. I haven't seen it at all. So
neither have I.
What's the deal? Is it like it's still available though, right? Like the beta is still live and running?
I believe
so, right?
Yeah.
And then we saw like the Top Deck Academy videos go back to TCGO. Like they were using TCG Live, then they went to like I don't understand. I just wish there was more info here of them saying like anything about the rollout of the beta or a release date or something like that. I don't want like, and we've talked about it before, like we want this to release when it's ready, right? But I also want to try this now. Like, I just don't think it's doing the game its best service by not having the beta available to a larger amount of players.
Correct. Yeah, and it's like the last update was 5/24. You know, almost 3 months later. Yeah. Oh, hey, we've changed the background. I mean, no offense, but like, come on. I just want to be able to play it. You know, because like I can't give feedback if I don't have the ability to play and like see what it is. So I think it's just kind of like it's just weird to say, oh, hey, give us some feedback. The only feedback I have is, can I play the beta?
Yeah, and like the second question in the survey is like, how much have you played the TCG Live? And it's like 0 to 2 hours. It's like, all right, well, 0. At least there's an answer for me. Like I can at least say 0. But it's like, yeah, how can I properly fill out this survey if you're going to ask me questions about the gameplay? It's like I haven't played. It's no fair. No fair. But yeah, I'd like to see this the beta continue to be rolled out. I don't know. Maybe they're doing it or not rolling it out because they don't want people to get turned off or get accustomed to that being the game or that being the final form. I don't know. You know, we saw even like when with Niantic with Pokemon Go, and then when they come out with new games, they say like, this will be available in this region to start, or this will start rolling out, but they typically will roll it out all over. This is just a true limited beta. I don't know. I want to see more people play this, and I don't know where to even go. Like if I were to go to YouTube right now, I don't even think that I could find a strong amount of, like if I put in Pokemon TCG Live, right? I don't know how much. It's like a lot of people reacting to this little update thing, but 10 months ago there was the last official video, Pokemon trading card game live sneak peek official trailer on the official Pokemon YouTube channel 10 months ago. It's like, come on, this is not enough info. And then lots of stuff saying, we need this, failure. Like, I don't know. There's just not enough. You know, Andrew Mahone put out a video 5 months ago, the good and bad of Pokemon TCG Live. And if I click on this video, I don't even know if he goes through like the whole vertical and horizontal thing. Yeah, he's playing horizontal the whole time, and he's playing on the desktop client. I know that when this does come out, my gameplay will probably be 90% mobile, 10% on the desktop.
Yeah,
like that. For sure. I will be playing on mobile. I need to see more action on mobile. I don't know. I just don't know. And where's the Switch version?
Yeah, right. We need one.
Put TCGO on Switch, please. But Adam, I think that's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap. That's a pack wrapper.
It's a wrapping package.
It's a wrapped package.
Wrapped package.
Email us specialconditions@pokemonprofessor.com. Leave us a voicemail, text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. Ken, you got anything else?
I do not. That's it for me.
All right, trainers. Remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.